Hey everybody, I made this video to show you our brand new application HabilUp, as well as our movement sensors for motor rehabilitation. So first, to play the games, all you have to do is download and connect to our mobile app, and then turn on the sensors. To do so, we simply hold them in our hand and either shake them or tap them until they turn on. Next, we want to calibrate the sensors. Again, we hold them in the palm of our hand firmly while doing a figure 8 movement in the air. It's the same kind of movement you would do with your phone whenever you want to use your compass. We want to make sure that the sensors have fully calibrated to 100% so that our movements are correctly recorded and we can use them to play all of the games. Before playing, also be sure that you've charged your sensors in the charging station. It usually takes about 2 hours for the sensors to charge. And be careful to press the sensors firmly into the charging station so that they are indeed connected and they are able to take charge. All right, it looks like the blue sensor has charged to 100%. So we have 5% left for the green sensor, and it's connected and calibrated. So now we choose the limb we'd like to exercise. I'll do the wrist, and I'll choose the right wrist. How do we put on the sensors? To put on the sensors, we simply place the green sensor on our forearm, and then the blue sensor goes on our metacarpus. Make sure that the lights are facing forward, so they're facing towards the tips of your fingers. Also verify that your sensors are placed exactly how they're shown on the image, as well as how they're described in the text. Now we want to place our arm in a perpendicular position. And now we can see that it's actually my arm that is showing in the animation. So verify that it is in fact your movement showing here. Now we're ready to record the movement. So first it's extension and flexion. Whenever I do an extension movement, the gauge moves to the right. And when I do a flexion movement, the gauge moves to the left. So this is capturing my capacity to do this movement. Next is supination and pronation. We'll do the same thing here. The gauge moves left and right depending on my ability to do this, and it captures the limits. Now we're ready to play. So I'll choose the red runner. So here you can choose the level of the game. I'll choose normal, and you can see on the bottom right speed. So you can adjust the speed to make the game go faster or slower depending on who's playing. So I'll make it go a little bit faster today. So to move the little guy forward, I simply do a supination movement. And to jump, I do an extension movement. So each time there's an obstacle that I need to jump over or go around, I simply do my extension movement and then supination movement to continue moving forward. The objective of this game is to collect as many coins as possible and then to enter into a new world. It's a lot of fun, and I'm really motivated to do my movements many times because I don't even realize that I'm doing them. I'm so focused on playing the game and collecting coins that I don't realize that I'm doing these movements. All right, let's try a new game, the airplane game. This game is more for teenagers and adults. It's a little bit more challenging. So first we choose the plane and the level. And now to take off, I will do my extension movement. And then to descend, I'll do a flexion movement. So in this game, again, the objective is to collect coins and stars by going through the hoops. So it really takes a lot of precision and concentration. Yes. Okay, let's play again. So I'll take off by doing an extension movement. And I descend by doing a flexion movement. And you want to be careful not to fly too high or too low so that you don't crash. Oh, like me. Okay, let's look at another game. How about Air Hockey Pro? So with this game, you can actually play with multiplayers, or you can use 2 different limbs. So to play with multiple players, you simply connect 2 sets of sensors to each participant, or you put the sensors on one limb and a sensor on another limb, and this will help practice coordination. And again, you can adjust the speed so that it moves faster or slower. So I'm the guy on the right, and I'm just doing my supination, pronation, or you can also adjust it to extension and flexion.